Hello, this is Jennifer here, or as I'm going to call myself today, the Report Card Efficiency Master. So I'm creating this video in order to show you a way that I think makes report cards a lot more manageable and gets it done way faster. So Perry sent out an email with sort of the layout of how the comments are suggested to be. So the first is, what are we doing in class? So it's kind of like I think of it as a 3-sentence or 3-section breakdown for your comments. So first is, what are we doing in class? Second is their strength, and their third sentence is the next step. So for what I have here for what we are doing in class, all the students do the same thing pretty much, so I have the same sentence for everybody there. Then for the strength, maybe each student has a different strength, and they may also have a different level of greatness with that strength. So I have 2 different strength comments. You can see from my progress reports I talked about for the grade 1s, the beat or singing. And then I use qualifiers in order to describe to the parents how strong their strength is. So I use these 4 qualifiers here. So limited, adequate, substantial, and excellent. So that's my strength section. And then my last sentence is the next step. And I have 3 different options for next step, depending on what next step I think the student should take. From there, I make a comment bank. And the reason why I do this will become clear in a little bit. But basically, it may be a little bit of work up front, but then it makes it go a lot faster. So I make a number. My number system may be a little hard to understand, but I'll give it a go. So this comment starts with the number 1 over here. So that to me is representing the first sentence out of the 3. This comment starts with the number 2. That's representing the second sentence or the strength sentence. You can see I have a bunch of options here for 2s, and then this one starts with the 3. That's about the next step, the third sentence. Okay. Now, for the first sentence, it's what we do in class, so I just say 1, 1, 1. That's it, because it's just the first sentence, and there's only one option for it. The second sentence gets a little bit more complicated because, like I showed you, I have different strengths depending on the students. So again, the first number I have representing that it's the second sentence. The second number that I have here is telling me which option is it. Okay, so this one, is it the first option that I've created about beat, or down here, is it the second option that I've created about singing? So that's what the second number in the group of 3 is telling me. And the last number represents the qualifier. So a 1 at the end represents limited, as you can see here and here. A 2 at the end represents adequate, a 3 at the end represents substantial, and a 4 represents excellent. So that's my cat sneezing in the background. Hey, Freckles. Anyways, so that explains my number system a little bit. If you want more help with that or ideas of how to do that, I can get into it a bit more. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next part so you can kind of understand why do I do these numbers and what happens from there. So once I've done my comment bank, I print it out and then I have it beside my computer when I'm doing my comments. Then I have in Word document, all the kids' names for me to put in the comment. Then what I do is I put in the numbers, like I represented from before. So this one, we have test bad student, excuse me. So I have number 111, because that's just what we do in class. It's going to be the same for every kid. And I chose 211, which represents the second sentence, the option about beat, and that they have a limited strength in this area. And then this one, the next step, I chose number 32, which is the second option of the third sentence. Over here, we have the good student. I chose a bunch of different numbers that represent a higher level strength and next step. So then, this is where the magic happens. This replace button up here, you can replace everything. So basically, when I have a bunch of students in here, I've done all their numbers, then I just go and I say find all 111 and replace it with this sentence. So I go replace all, boom. Then that replaces all of my comments with that number, all those numbers. Now my first sentence is done. Okay, so now I can see the number 211 here, so I'll put that in. I'm going to delete the old comment that was in there. Then I'll go back to the comment bank. I will copy my 211 comment, Control C, copy it into here, and I go back to the document with the comments and replace all. Boom, and it's in. So right now it's just doing one replacement, but when you have all of your students in there, then it's just like magic. All of your second sentences are done with that comment, okay? And then here we have 32, so I'll type in 32, delete that one, go back to my comment bank, scroll down to 32, oops, need a period at the end there, add that. Then I control copy, control V into replace with, go back to the document that I'm talking about with the comments, and hit replace all again. Boom, now that comment is in there. So then you can see this comment is all done for the bad student, okay? And I could keep going showing you how to replace the numbers here, but hopefully you get an idea and you can see, okay, if you have a lot of students, it makes it go way, way, way faster, and because the comments just go in. So then all I need to do here is delete this given name. Oops, I'll get rid of this here. Delete the given name. I put in their name, bad student. Then I go and I change their he, she. So let's say the bad student is a he. And I change this to he. And I can choose here. Do I want to say he should or he is encouraged, depending on how badly I want him to do the next step. So here it's a bad student, so we'll say he should be more confident when singing and sing out more. So yeah, that's it. That's how I make my comments really fast. If you're interested in learning any more about this, just let me know and I'm happy to help you out. Happy comment writing.